Hello everyone, I'm Liu Jiaxu from China. It's my honor to be here to share our research. Our subject is which types of learners are suitable for the virtual reality environment, a FsQCA approach. With the continuous development of VR, it has become a research hotspot in the field of education. Many studies have shown that VR can enhance the sense of immersion and presence, and can effectively stimulate the motivation of learners. Virtual laboratories and virtual museums are often used in teaching. Museum learning is an effective method to facilitate students' understanding of the cultural heritage as well as some knowledge that is hard to learn in formal classrooms. Then, in the process of reading the papers, we found that the autonomy of the learner in the learning process is a very important factor. So, we use the autonomy as one of the variables. Although some studies have reported that VR has benefits for learners' emotion, the impact on learning outcomes is mixed. Some researchers have pointed out that this may be related to individual differences in learners. So, this article examines the following three questions. We investigate that the foundation of knowledge, attitude towards VR experience of students, how to affect their learning outcomes, and cognitive load. The virtual museum was developed by our team, and the theme is the Chinese Tuzhan Instrumental Music Museum. This is Chinese traditional culture and intangible cultural heritage. The museum is presented mainly in the form of text, pictures, and videos. Learners need to wear HMD and use the handles for control, as shown in this video. This study divided the learners into two groups, one in a low autonomy virtual museum and one in a high autonomy virtual museum. The former learners must learn in the order we preset, while the latter can study freely in the virtual museum. A total of 47 college students were recruited for this experiment. First, we randomly assigned participants to two groups, the low autonomy group and the high autonomy group. Second, participants were asked to complete demographic questionnaire and VR experience questionnaire. Then, the participants had 5 minutes to complete the prior to GLAM music instruments knowledge test. Afterward, participants received a verbal introduction describing how to use the VR equipment. Participants could learn in the VR museum for 20 minutes. After that, participants had an additional 5 minutes to complete the GLAM knowledge test. Finally, participants had to finish attitude towards VR questionnaire and cognitive load questionnaire. For data analysis, we use fuzzy set qualitative comparative analysis, which is a way to obtain linguistic summaries from case-related data. First, we perform the necessary analysis for each condition. We found that none could be the necessary condition for different outcomes, so we generated the true table as shown in the following two tables. This symbol indicates that the condition does not exist, and this symbol indicates that conditions exist. The space means it doesn't matter whether this condition exists or not. For example, configuration A1 means students with solid foundation knowledge and learning in high autonomy virtual museum can get high post-test grade. Through data analysis, we have the following four conclusions. First, none of these variables are either necessary or sufficient factors to achieve the above four results. Second, the high autonomy VR museum is more suitable for participants with a solid foundation of knowledge. Third, the learning environment with low autonomy can lead to a high cognitive load on students. Last, the main finding of this study revealed the learning outcomes of VR would greatly vary among students with different characteristics. Finally, we summarize some of the limitations as well as suggestions for future research. First, the findings of the study mainly depend on the context of Tuja musical instrument learning. Therefore, it's recommended that this study be replicated in different learning settings in future research. Second, the sample size was small. The generalizability of this result may not be enough. In future research, we should recruit more participants to generalize a more robust finding. Last, we may still lack consideration for some moderators, and we can consider including more in the future. That's all. Thank you for listening.